Well, Matt, highs and lows. Spoke after the game on Tuesday. Everybody up after a great League Cup win at Wycombe. Today, back at home to Forest Green on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline. What's your view on the game?
Disappointing, obviously. Stating the obvious there. I wasn't happy with the first half performance. I wasn't happy with us off the ball and certainly on it as well. And I felt I knew after about 15 minutes I just wanted to get into half time and make the tweaks to the changes tactically, because I feel I didn't maybe get the information right to the players before the game today, which is we pride ourselves, myself, Jace, Junior, the rest of the staff on being tactically good and very good without the ball, to then release us and play on it. Now I didn't think we got the shape right off the ball, which then dictated us not being good enough on it. I certainly wasn't happy after 10-15 minutes, and I was very much wanting to get into half time. We did so without many chances for either team, to be honest, even though I thought they were the better side, of course, but I didn't think there wasn't many chances in the half to then change the few tweaks that I wanted to at half time to start the second half reasonably. I was pleased with the start. First 10-15 minutes I felt was a bit better, more on the front foot, and we got that shape and organisation right, and we conceded a goal. I can't put my finger on it at the moment without looking at it back, but certainly a disappointing goal to concede. And then huffed and puffed a bit, and they had one more chance, I think, and we had a few moments, but a very disappointing performance, a very disappointing afternoon off the back of a great result and performance on Tuesday night, which is hard to take, and maybe I just felt I felt they looked sharp. I felt they looked on it, and with them certainly not excuse here, because I'm not one for that, but we just looked a little bit second best, and physically just a little bit off of it today, and I've had a concern over that for a few weeks now, and I think that showed certainly off the back of Tuesday nights.
How difficult was the team selection today, based on Tuesday night's victory at Wycombe, to make changes from the side that played so well there?
Yeah, it's just trying to get the balance right of trying to freshen it up so we've got the legs, but then so many good performances and a good result. It was a tough one, so I'll reflect on that over the weekend. But I just felt we looked a little bit leggy today.
And substitutions coming on late, all like for like. Is there ever a sort of thought of trying to change the shape or formation?
Yeah, we did actually. Yeah, we did change shape about 20 minutes to go. So we did tweak it, and we did change our shape accordingly, and try to get those attacking players in, but couldn't really weave and form a decent chance.
And from the balls coming in, a lot sort of bouncing around the penalty area, but none quite able to be turned in.
No, and some good crosses flashed across the 6-yard box. A couple of balls just dropping, just a few shots blocked. They defended for their lives at the end. Excuse me. But unfortunately we couldn't get the equaliser.
And now a week with the Villa game going back a week, with a week without a game, is it a chance now to get a good week's training and possibly have everybody at the same level for next Saturday to choose from?
And no midweek game the following week either, which is going to be vital. So we've got one game now in the next 13 days. One game in 13 days. So we need to do a lot of work here. There's no hiding away from that. I'm very clear of where we're at. It very feels like when I used to stand here 5 years ago with you, Tony, when I first come into the club with a new squad, and it does feel a little bit like that as well. There's similarities to where I'm feeling, and having quite a clear head, knowing what's going on, knowing what I need to work on and improve on, and physically as well as tactically, and make us better, because we have to be, of course. So I'm very, very clear on all that. But what you need is time on the training pitch to go and do that. And it's been a manic start of the season with the games, and now, as I say, we've got one game in 13 days, which will allow us to have quite a few training sessions to really do this work that we're in need of.
And Dion Pereira signed yesterday, and he wasn't involved today, presumably not quite fit.
Exactly. It's another one. It's another one to add to the Murray Patrick's, Aidan O'Brien, Scott Caskets, Ryan Jackson's, Louis Johns, who have not had pre-seasons. He's been frozen out of the Luton squad. He's played 2 45s way back in pre-season. That's all he's played. And then training-wise, he's joined the group with us yesterday. We need to see where he is physically first to build him up to speed, because he's going to have to do that. He's not going to come in at the here and now to come and play for us. So that's where we are with Dion. It's to see where we are physically with him over the next week or two, to make sure it's vitally important that we don't push him too early and then he breaks down again. Just like Scott Casket played the first game, broke down. Aidan O'Brien played against Cambridge, broke down. All through not having the foundation in that pre-season. So it's very important, and we've got to do the same with Dion.
And Dean Brizanis, the other player coming in, and Jack Rose responding in the best way today. I thought he got the man of the match award, and I don't think many people would disagree with that.
No, that's what I said to you last night. I want competition all over, and Jack's got the shirt at the moment, and he's doing very well.
Brilliant. Well, thanks a lot, Matt, for talking to us, and we'll catch up with you at Swindon next week.
Brilliant. Cheers, Tony.